Right. Oh, I'll leave. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome. My name is Christy Nix, and I am proudly being able to do the Freedom Revolution event for Ashley. So you may not know everyone on this call, but we're partnering together because we want to share a message of hope with mission-driven people like Ashley. You've been invited to this because she respects you an awful lot. She cares about you, and she just wants you to know what we're up to. So this is meant to be a really relaxed call and hopefully fun for you. You don't have to buy anything. We're just here to, to ask you to share your support, and that's quite enough. So for the first few minutes, we're going to be talking about family health, and you're going to hear information and inspiring stories of people who are taking their health to the next level and helping others do the same. And then for the rest of the call, we're going to talk about the organization that Ashley has partnered with, and it's the Juice Plus Company. And we're going to talk about how it's allowed people all over the world to create additional options and a sense of fulfillment. And maybe something will stand out to you and you'll think of someone who needs to hear this message. So thank you guys for coming. So we're going to kick it off. I want to ask you guys a question about health. Would you agree that being healthy today can be a challenge? Thumbs up. Anybody? The struggle is real. We all want to look good. We want to feel good and live a long, active life. But we know it's our job that we need to make it happen. So unfortunately, it's complicated, unpleasant, and it's time consuming. So that's where we come in. Ashley and I, along with thousands of other people around the world, we're part of this movement called the Healthy Living Revolution. And we're just helping people take their health back in ways that are simple, doable, and fun. So the foundation of good health, however, is good nutrition. That's where it starts. We have got to flood our body with as many fruits and vegetables as possible, which are, we need to make sure that we're eating about 9 to 13 servings every day, but almost nobody does. And we hardly get the variety that we need or the consistency. So that's why we love the nutritional support that Juice Plus provides. So this is just one simple change that has taken our health to the next level. And if you've never heard of Juice Plus, I'm going to show you what it is. So we're traveling right now. Oh, sorry. I just knocked on a lamp. We're traveling right now, so I don't have everything on hand. Ashley, if you do have the gummies, that would be awesome to show. We've finished ours today. So what we have is our capsules, our trio capsules. That's actually our quad now. These are our fruits, veggies, antioxidants, our grapes and berries, and our company just released an omega. And they're really easy to get into. We also have some shakes, and I don't have the vanilla anymore. So Ashley, if you have the vanilla, you can just show them. These come in single serving packets or in big bags. And so I'm going to explain a little bit about, there we go. Thank you, Vanna. So I love these because these are my easy button. I am a vegan and I don't eat a wide variety of fruits and vegetables every day, but I know that it's nutritious for us to have as much as possible. It helps with reversing disease and preventing it. And then our company just came out with these incredible omegas that are all plant-based. So no fishy aftertaste. And then what Ashley is showing you is the chewables. So they also come in chewable form. If you don't like the capsules, they taste incredible and you don't have to worry about any nasty sweeteners in there. It's all natural sweeteners. Kids can eat these for free every year for 4 years. But it all starts with farm fresh nutrition. Fruits and vegetables lose a lot of their nutritional content when it's picked early and it's shipped long distances to our grocery stores. The average fruit or vegetable takes 1,500 miles to get to us. So I love that Juice Plus solves that problem for us because they work with some of the best mid-sized families across North America, mid-sized family farms specifically. And they have the juicing and drying facilities really close to the farms. So once the produce is picked at peak ripeness, it immediately goes through a proprietary juicing and drying process. And they're using the whole food. So the peel of the orange, the seeds of the papaya, things that we throw away all the time, but has the most nutritional value in it. And then the end result is the highly concentrated nutrition that we get in our capsules or chewables for children. And it's tested by independent experts to ensure natural purity. And I know Ashley, they love to use their Complete for raw brownie batter and cookie dough, and Elias loves his bars. So Ashley, if you have those too, that'd be awesome if you could show that. Yeah, Elias thinks I make those bars. It's hilarious.
We call them the Noga bars.
Noga bars. They're really called Complete bars, but we all call them Noga because of Elias. So the shakes and the bars are vegan, gluten-free, and they have whole food protein. 5 different sources of plant-based protein, which is awesome to have more of that variety. There's a lot of fiber in there. Our goal is to help you guys poop and pee more because America is constipated. And there's a lot of amino acids in there. And like I said, fruits and vegetables, 15 fruits and vegetables that are hidden in shakes that taste good and have no chalky texture. It's great for any meal, post-workout recovery, or mid-afternoon snack. When you want it, you can have it. But what I love most about it is this separates us from the rest. It's scientifically proven, which means that Juice Plus is the most thoroughly researched product in the world with 37 published studies to date in peer-reviewed medical journals. So gold standard research. And it's not a vitamin, it's a food. So we have nutrition labels on the back. You don't have to worry about overdosing on these because you can't. This is huge. It's the same label that you would see on the back of a frozen broccoli in the grocery store. So the government considers this food, and no warning label, safe for people of all ages, pregnant and nursing mothers, children, elderly, and even professional athletes. So we've got the rest of our trio capsules, the Omega Blend, which I just showed you, the complete bars that Ashley just showed you. We also do have a tower garden that grows produce in a vertical way instead of horizontal, and it waters itself and there's no soil. So you've got to check that out at some point. These are all excellent ways for us to help people add more whole food to their diet. So my favorite though is we have this 4-month program where it's a 10-day jumpstart called Shred 10, and it helps people jumpstart their health in a really fun and supportive community, because most of the time that's what we need as a community. So if you want to learn about this, especially during the holidays, the average American puts on 7 to 10 extra pounds just during the holiday season. The Shred 10 helps you balance out that debauchery. So check out shred10.com if you'd like to learn more. And the great thing is when you do this, you're combining the capsules and the shakes together, and that gives your body 45 plants every single day. So just imagine what your health is going to be like in 4 months, 6 months, and then especially a year. I've been eating Juice Plus, oh my gosh, since 2006, I think. It's been a while. I had a doctor share it with me because I was eating McDonald's in front of his children every single day. I was his nanny, and they paid me really well to come to an event like this, and I didn't get it. I was really too stubborn, and I wished I would have just asked the tough questions. But luckily my husband was deployed. Not that luckily he was deployed, but luckily he was open to it. He talked to a nurse friend of his at the same time, and it made sense to him completely. And he mailed me my first shipment from Iraq, and I decided I was going to eat it to prove him wrong. And here I am, over 10 years later, eating a humble piece of pie. I ate McDonald's every single day, so I was sick at least once a month. My skin was breaking out. I had horrible migraines. I wasn't sleeping. And now I look back at today, and it's completely the opposite. I feel better in my 30s than I did in my 20s. I look better in my 30s than in my 20s. My skin has cleared up. I'm recovering faster from workouts, which means I'm actually working out. I never did before. And when I did the Shred program, I put on 3 pounds of lean muscle mass and lost 2 pounds of fat in just a 30-day window. And, I say I'm a shredder for life. We do this every single month. So we couldn't share the information all day, but the best part of our healthy living revolution is that Juice Plus shows up in everyday life. It's not about treating or curing specific conditions or diseases, but the experience you're about to hear show how good nutrition can help everything. So Ashley, I know you have a really good story. What is yours?
Well, yeah, and for those who don't know my background, I'm a soldier, and I've been in the Army for half my life since I was 17 years old. When I was 23, I was on my second deployment to Iraq, and I was injured. And I thought it was a minor issue to me at the time. I thought I pulled a muscle. But after coming home for a few months, that pulled muscle turned into a very serious injury. It was a serious injury the whole time. I just didn't realize it. And I required a series of surgeries that spanned over 7 years and required me to learn how to walk again unassisted. So I went from being active and healthy and, just moving and exercising to struggling with pain and inflammation every day. And I could no longer do the things that I loved. And I thought that was just the price that I had to pay, because I was fortunate enough to be the one that came home from Iraq when I have friends that didn't. So it was a really dark place in my life. And I thought, it's to the point where I was like, okay, well, this is what my life is going to look like. I just need to accept it. And I was walking past another soldier's desk, and I saw these words on the bag, gluten free. And I had just found out that I had an allergy to gluten. And so they were telling me about, getting the 45 fruits and vegetables a day and the variety and how it's the best, it's picked at its prime peak ripeness and just really high quality fruits and vegetables. And even though I thought I was healthy, I wasn't getting that. So I started taking it, and it was the best decision I made because I no longer have to struggle with pain and inflammation. Never in a million years did I think that adding this to my diet was going to solve the one problem that was making me feel so hopeless about my life. So, and in this company and this community has educated me more in the last 2.5 years now, than I've received my entire career with a degree, 17 years in the military, about nutrition. And it's given me hope, and it gave me the opportunity to heal physically and emotionally. So I will be on this for the rest of my life.
It has been cool with all the surgeries that you've had to be able to see your most recent one, how you just recovered so much faster. So Jeremy, I know you've been a witness to this, and I know you were skeptical like me before. So where are you at now?
All right. Yeah, I was a huge skeptical, but 2 years ago, I was a soldier, a college student, and a full-time single dad, and I was in constant pain in my neck and back, and on the verge of surgery. Elias and I were eating terribly, fast food pretty much every day. Every once in a while, we'd mix in some mac and cheese. His diet was the huge factor in him. He wouldn't sleep at night, and I was in pain, and we were just surviving. I mean, that's the best way I can put it, is survival. I met Ashley, best thing to ever happen to me. Side note. But she told me about it, and I was like, hey, I'm willing to try it. If I can get my pain to go from like 6 or a 7 down to a 5 daily, it would have been a victory. In the process, I lost 30 pounds, and I'll go weeks without even having any back pain. Elias is sleeping through the night, and we're just loving life. It's really made a huge difference to us. And I've got to admit, and happily admit many of times, that yes, Ashley, you were correct.
And we have this on a recording. It's great. Okay. Cool. So before we move on, I just want to share a website because you guys are giving us your time. And what the Juice Plus company has done is they've created resources for anyone to use. So after the call, and Ashley, if you want to put this in the chat, go to healthylivingrevolution.com. They have a great family cookbook there. I mean, how many times do you just get tired of making the same thing and just wondering what is healthy? Well, we've already put that together for you. And we also really want to start with children because this may be the first generation of children to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. So being able to get them thinking about their health early and being active and making sure they're choosing the right foods can create such a compound effect. So we have a children's activities book for them too. There's ways that you can meal plan with them. And we even have educational webinars, and those happen, I think, every other Sunday. So those are all free resources for you guys. So now we're going to transition, and we want for you guys to hear more about the company behind Juice Plus. So as you can see, we have a pretty big mission to bring freedom through improved health to people. It's important to know, though, that 80% of our Juice Plus is purchased by customers who have no affiliation with the company. So the business is not for everyone, but there are those people who are really looking for some type of freedom, another type. We call it our Freedom Revolution. So like I said before, we're not going to ask for anything. We simply just want to share why we love this business and what it's done for us. So perhaps you'll think of someone, just one person in your life who needs to hear what's possible. Before we jump back into the stories, I want to address 3 common questions we get about our business. People always ask, how does it work? Well, it's called a virtual franchise. We invest $50 per year to own our own business. And we can do this online because we have an online office and personal website that we can run from any device, anytime, anywhere. The great thing is that Juice Plus does the rest. They manufacture our Juice Plus products, they deliver it for us, they bill and collect from our customers, and then they pay us by direct deposit each month. So we share word of mouth and the company does the rest. And there is no inventory to keep. The only Juice Plus we touch is our own. All commission levels are permanent, and we don't have quotas or minimums that you have to meet. So people can share a little or a lot with the freedom to choose that at their own individual pace. And the best thing is there's no glass ceiling on income or territorial restrictions. Right now, the Juice Plus company is in over 20 different countries, and we're growing with that. So what's so great about the company? Well, it was founded 50 years ago, and our original president is still at the helm today. His name is Jay Martin. This is a privately held and debt-free company. Over $12 billion in sales from the Juice Plus has been made, and we're on track for $1 billion per year by 2020. Our money is made in 4 different ways. We have a retail profit that we earn off of our products and commissions. We also are eligible to get one-time and residual bonuses month to month and a family insurance plan. And at the top of that position, families, not just you, families are eligible for benefits, including medical, dental, disability, life and long-term care, chiropractic, prescription, college tuition assistance for the family, a holiday bonus, and a monthly expense allowance. And this can be short-term cash flow, or it can be a long-term wealth building and retirement strategy. And that's what Ashley is working on. So what has the company done to make the difference? And that's huge. We want to be surrounded by people who want to make the world a better place. And for us, it starts with the Children's Health Study. So we showed you our capsules. Ashley showed you the chewables. Children can be on Juice Plus for free for up to 4 years. And over 1 million families to date have participated in that. We're also the title sponsor for the St. Jude's Marathon every year. Last year, $10 million was raised for the Children's Hospital, and we're involved in the Boys and Girls Club. So they've created a technical institute to teach students marketable trades, and 100% of graduates have been placed in jobs. We're also donating Tower Gardens, which again, you guys have got to check this thing out, to Boys and Girls Club across America. So over 4,000 centers. We've also donated 10 million complete meals to the Volunteers of America. It's $20 million worth of food that the Volunteers of America will never have to buy. And with everything that's just happened in Puerto Rico, we just mailed down tons of complete shakes and bars to Puerto Rico for them. You know, people don't even have water or electricity, but we're making sure that they have food. In fact, our company, President Jay Martin, he has done 3 decades of service, and last year he was honored by the Volunteers of America. So not only are we a company who inspire healthy living around the world, but giving as well. So Ashley, I know that made a lot of an impact for you. Where are you at now with the business? What's your journey been like?
So, earlier I mentioned that I had my series of surgeries, 7 altogether, and it left my body broken. And I was so focused on just surviving for 20 years. It didn't occur to me until too late, this body has to last me my lifetime, not just to the conclusion of my military career. So I found this business because I fell in love with the products because they gave me hope. But I realized I needed to start planning for my exit from the military. And I started making a list of things that was important to me for my future employer. The problem was I don't want a future employer. I've been taking orders since I was 17 years old. So I want to control my own life. And it didn't take me long to realize that this amazing community of people is health-minded, positive, selfless, and it mirrors the values and camaraderie that the Army has provided me, but with so much more. So where I'm at with the business, because of this business, it has put Jeremy and I on track to being debt-free. In the last year, we've paid off over $40,000 in debt. And I'm building my income with this business so it'll replace my military income before I'm done serving. So that leaves me one less thing to worry about, I don't have to worry about making it to 20 years. I'm going to be able to walk away earlier and not look back. And that gives us a sense of security for our family.
Jeremy, how do you feel about having a sugar mama?
I love it. It is amazing. So, well, I'm going to jump in a little bit too here. When the business opportunity came up, I was like, well, why wouldn't we do it? I love the product. So it just seemed like a no-brainer. But really, I joined the military when I was 17, just after September 11th. America was unsafe for the first time in a long time. And I joined just to, I guess, help out. And I guess in the back of my mind, I thought I was going to be Chuck Norris of the battlefield. Didn't really turn out that way. But a decade went by and I became a single father. And all my whole life changed, and all I wanted to do was be there for him. And I wanted to be the Chuck Norris of dads. But the Army isn't very hip on single dads. It was tough to take him to appointments. I'd watched everybody else take kids to appointments, and it just seemed like it was always a battle for me to just take him to get a shot or anything like that. So, like the product story, it was going awesome, and then all of a sudden I saw that Ashley was doing well with it, and I figured, hey, I want to join. And I knew that it could lead Ashley and I out of debt, and eventually Ashley out of the military. So that was probably the biggest desire. And then when I saw where the company was going from $600 million a year to a $5 billion, on track to be a $5 billion company in 2022, yeah, I was all on board. So that was me in a nutshell.
Oh, I'm in a nutshell. Sorry, I have to do that. No, it's awesome. So unlike Ashley and Jeremy, I didn't get it at first. I didn't get the product, and I definitely didn't get the business. But I invested $50,000 into a film business because I thought that business ownership was only something like that. But I quickly realized that it totally owned me. My husband's military, so what Ashley and Jeremy have gone through, I've also watched my husband go through. And I filmed someone else's wedding on our 1-year anniversary when he was actually on U.S. soil. And that really stung. But, I really learned the hard way with everything. I spent years missing holidays because people wanted to get married on those days. And then I got a call that no one ever wants to get, and it was that my dad was dying. And it was all because of how he treated his body, years of growing up that way. And I was in the middle of a huge commercial shoot. I was solely relying on me getting it done, and I had to put that on pause and pray that I made it home in time. And I did. But I had this line that I drew in the sand, and I realized that no one should have to lose a family member at such a young age. And I had something that was in my pocket the entire time, and I was just too cool to share it with people. And I got over myself that day, and I realized that my paycheck is a direct correlation to how many people who are helped. And when Jeremy's talking about hitting a $5 billion company, I want to be a part of that too, because I want to help as many people as possible have more time. What this business has allowed me to do with time is we had a friend whose husband was killed on a motorcycle, and I was able to say, come hang out with me for the next 30 days. I will take care of you. I didn't have to call Juice Plus and ask for time off. I just took it. And, last August, my husband was able to get out of the military after 13 years. He didn't medically retire. He got out because this business gave us a plan B. And now this business is taking us to Hawaii. This is our first move we've made together as a couple without the military telling us where we go. We get to choose where we go, and dang, it is cold here, so I am ready to get to paradise. But we get to do it on our own time. Tomorrow we start a drive across the West Coast to the West Coast from the Midwest, and see what we want to see and see who we want to see. So this gives us options, and I can't think of a better gift to give my husband than that. So, all right. So to wrap up, thank you guys for joining us, either live or on the recording. We just want to help people. We want to network with two types of people. It's simple. People who are ready to invest in their health and people who want to partner up. So with people who want to invest in their health, we want to make their life easier just by adding Juice Plus. It costs people $2 or $3 a day, and kids get to be on Juice Plus for free. And we found it the most simple, affordable, and convenient way to get massive amounts of nutrition into our families. And then anybody who wants to partner up with Ashley and Jeremy, because this couple is on fire. We call it our worldwide freedom revolution, and our vision is simple. We want to help people earn stable residual income in order to expand their options while traveling like us or spending time with family and making a contribution to the world. We love helping parents with a purpose have more freedom to choose parent care instead of daycare with financial peace of mind. And we love helping hardworking professionals because they get to choose to build their own dreams instead of someone else's. College kids, I learned about this in college and I wish I would have listened. They are building side gigs to help pay for school without ever having a job. And then empty nesters are increasing their retirement so that there's more than enough to enjoy with life and give to future generations. And all of this takes place within this such a positive, fun community where people are thriving and being fulfilled. So although you're here to support this launch, maybe you could think of someone. Ask yourself, what if this could be a perfect fit for someone in my circle? Who do I know who may be dissatisfied and really looking for a solution? And as skeptical as I was, I'm so thankful that a doctor cared enough about me to share Juice Plus because it's changed my life. And the best part is I get to work with people like Ashley Skates. I can't think of anyone better to put in touch with your friends than her. I mean, she's amazing. Don't you agree? So after the call, you're more than welcome to connect with her. But Ashley and Jeremy, you guys, congratulations. I love what you guys are doing. I love what you're showing Elias, that there's different ways to do life. And I'm just so thankful that I get to be on this journey with you guys. Anything you want to pass on to your friends before we end this call?
Yeah, and thank you so much, Christy, for that. I guess for me, it was just, there's so many ways to live that we never even knew. Like, we didn't know how to dream. This company has really helped us learning how to dream again. And then second, like, I thought I was healthy. Everybody thought I was healthy. And just doing this one simple change seriously showed me how unhealthy I was because I saw so much from it. So you don't know who out there needs help. And I don't ever want anybody to feel the way I felt. So whoever you can think of that we could possibly help, we would greatly appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for your time. I love seeing all of your faces.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Night.